फ्लॉस बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है। और मैं एक और बात कहना चाहूंगी, इंडिया में अभी भी मैं देखती हूँ कि इवन इन एडल्ट पॉपुलेशन लोग रात में सोने से पहले ब्रश नहीं करते हैं, विच इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। सो आई विल रिक्वेस्ट एंड इंसिस्ट द पेरेंट्स कि आप लोगों को रात में सोने से पहले खुद आप लोगों को ब्रश करने की हैबिट डालनी चाहिए, जिससे फिर आपके किड्स भी देख देख के ब्रश करना सीखेंगे रात में। फिर हम आ जाते हैं टंग क्लीनिंग पे। टंग क्लीनिंग भी एक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट प्रोसीजर है जो हमें टूथ क्लीनिंग और फ्लॉसिंग के साथ करना चाहिए, बिकॉज टंग पे भी फूड डिपॉजिट होता है, गंदी गंदी चीजें डिपॉजिट होती है, तो हमें बहुत सारी बीमारियां हो सकती है, जैसे फंगल इन्फेक्शन भी हो सकता है। इसलिए टंग क्लीन करना बहुत जरूरी है। ऊपर से आपने सुना होगा बैड ब्रेथ, जिसे हम कहते हैं हैलीटॉसिस इन डेंटल टर्म। तो अगर आप टंग अच्छी तरह से क्लीन करेंगे तो कभी भी आपके मुंह से बदबू नहीं आएगी, सो विच इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। सो आई थिंक टंग क्लीनिंग शुड बी ऑल्सो इनकॉर्पोरेटेड अलॉन्ग विथ योर ब्रशिंग रेजिम। सो इस तरह से मैं एडवाइस करूंगी पेरेंट्स से कि पहले वो खुद इसको एक इम्पॉर्टेंट रेजिम बनाए अलॉन्ग विथ ब्रशिंग, सो दैट उनके किड्स भी देख देख के स्टार्ट करेंगे करना। और प्लीज बच्चों को समझाएं कि क्यों ये सब इम्पोर्टेंट है। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much. Another question parents usually ask is they know that they should use Colgate Crest toothpaste, but comparing India and United States, just tell like in India which toothpaste we should use for kids specifically. So Dr. Nidhi, can you please have a glance on that?
ओ श्योर। सो मैं थोड़ा पहले एज ग्रुप डिवाइड करूंगी बच्चों की, लाइक फ्रॉम 0 years to 2 years ऑफ एज ग्रुप, क्योंकि उस टाइम आप चाहते हैं मैं हिंदी में एक्सप्लेन करूं और यू वांट मी टू एक्सप्लेन इट इन इंग्लिश?
Either way is fine. Either way is fine. Both.
Okay, so if like from 0 to 2 years of age, we know that kids, they are not able to spit out the toothpaste while brushing. So we recommend to use toothpaste which has no fluoride content. So there are two toothpaste which are available in India for kids with no fluoride content. First is Colgate. So it would be written on the tube of the toothpaste that Colgate, and in bracket it would be written 0 to 2 years. So you should use that toothpaste. And there is another one which is called Mama Earth. That is also one of the toothpaste which has no fluoride content. So from 0 to 2 years, it's good like that. From 2 to 6 years, with like थोड़े बच्चे बड़े हो जाते हैं and they can learn how to spit while brushing. So उस time हम recommend करते हैं to use toothpaste which have some fluoride content. For example, we have three toothpaste. One is Kedodent, one is Paddy Floor, and one is Cheerio Gel. All these toothpaste contains fluoride content around 550 ppm. So I would recommend to use these toothbrush from 2 to 6 years of age. So as we know, fluoride, it is very important for the teeth, because they help us in protecting teeth from cavities or caries. So, and after 6 years of age, we can use either these three kid fluoride toothpaste, or we can use the normal adult toothpaste as well. And Dr. Shweta, there is one more thing I want to tell you, that under the age of 3 years, when we are applying a toothpaste on the brush, it should be just a rice size, very small quantity of toothpaste, just a rice size, okay? Because we know they are not able to spit it properly, so we don't want them to expose to the ingredients which are in the toothpaste inside their body. So I will recommend just a rice size toothpaste on the brush. And after 3 years of age, I will recommend to apply like a green pea size, जो मटर होता है, हरा मटर, उस size का toothpaste just आप brush पे apply कर दें, and उसको थोड़ा सा brush के bristles में spread कर दें, थोड़ा सा नीचे कर दें, so that when they brush, it will release like slowly in their mouth. So that's my
Okay.
tip. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's really helpful. So you did your Bachelor's of Dental Surgery and Master's in Oral Maxillofacial Surgery in India, and you studied here as well, Doctor of Dental Surgery. My question to you is, what can you please tell me, like the difference in education system in both the countries and the dental awareness in general public for both India versus United States?
Yeah, so Yeah, I mean the basic dentistry is same, but yet there are few differences which I noticed. First is like the major difference is there is insurance system for dental in United States, but in India we don't have any dental insurance plans. So here, if you can see the that's why the patient they get money from the insurance to do their dental treatment. So they are more aware and they regularly see their dentist. Um, Coming to the literacy point of view, also, if you see the population here in United States, they are more literate, they are more educated, so they are more aware of their dental hygiene as compared to in India. So that's why they like to like every 6 to 8 months regular dental visits. In USA, the dentistry is more digitalized. As you know, United States is always on the top of technology. So in dentistry also, there are technology comes and goes and things changes. So here dentistry is more evidence based. So researches are going on and those researches we apply in our dentistry. So it is more like evidence based dentistry we follow here. So like we have more, we do root canals under microscope. So here the dentistry is more precise and we do it in millimeters, like on microscopic levels. And we have robotic surgeries available. We can give patients crown in one day. We have CAD CAM machines and so many technologies there. Apart from that, I will say here the dental treatment is based on comprehensive approach. Like if a patient comes, we don't only look at their chief problem or chief complaint, but we look all over of their oral awareness, like the cleaning, the restorative procedures or whatever is needed for their teeth, but not just addressing their chief complaint. But in India, what I have noticed that still when the patient comes, they say, "Oh, I have having pain in these tooth." So the dentist mostly and the patient mostly want only that tooth to be treated, not as a comprehensive approach. So I actually encourage this comprehensive approach because in this way we can prevent and prevent oral diseases, and prevention is better than cure. So yeah, in this way I will say like its dentistry is different in US and in India.
Thank you so much. I'm having a lot of questions in the chat box. So one family is asking, my son has cavities and I do brush as well. Like, I don't know, I will ask them how many times you brush. But yeah, they are asking, my son have cavities. So Dr. Nidhi, can you please suggest what we should do?
So if they have cavities, so I will suggest that you should visit the dentist for sure because cavities are treatable. Okay, so we can just remove that cavity or that tooth bug from the tooth, and we can just fill it with tooth color material. So it's still treatable. So we shouldn't allow it to progress more further. So I will suggest them to visit dentist as soon as possible. And there are some like things that the parents also keep in mind so that we can prevent those caries. Like most importantly, I will say like we explained, like brushing is very important, like 2 times a day with flossing. And I will say to uh, uh, keep some restrictions in diet. I know that it's very difficult for children to stay away from chocolates or candies or some sticky foods, but try to avoid as much as you can. And I will also say that if they are eating chocolate, please ask your child to rinse mouth at least with water after eating chocolate or any carbohydrate or sugar rich food. So that will help a lot. And you will also always visit your dentist like 6 to 8 months so that we can prevent the caries by giving them sealants or some fluoride treatment. So that will help a lot as well.
What is sealants? I don't think that our general public will know. So can you please explain it in a simple language, Dr. Nidhi?
Oh, yes, of course. So, sealant is like a covering which we place on the biting or chewing surface of the teeth, mostly on the back teeth, which we call molars. So when we buy, so these molars, if you see your teeth inside the mouth, they have like deep areas on their biting surface. So sometimes the food and everything get deposited there, and it's not, we are not able to clean from our toothbrush bristles. So it's very important that to close those deep fissures or grooves on your in your teeth. So we just put a covering. It is a little thin layer which we put on those to cover those grooves so that no food and nothing or bacteria will get accumulated there. In this way, we can prevent caries. So it is usually done in the children from 6 years of age when their back teeth, which are called molars, starts erupting.
Okay, and do you think not think like do you is it painful or easy process? How do they do? How the
Oh,
dentist do your children?
oh, it's very easy process. There is, it's not like drilling the tooth or doing something. It's just putting that a little thin coating over the tooth surface. That's all. Just like with the brush, we put a little thin coating. It's very easy procedure. No pain to the kids. Nothing like that. And in this way, we can prevent. And if there is like, for example, if we don't do any sealants and anything, and the tooth get cavities, then we need to drill the tooth and fill it with something. But sealant is just a preventive procedure, harmless, non-invasive, and no drilling of the tooth and no pain for the kids.
Thank you. I'm just asking the family, does that answer your question? Okay. I have another question for Dr. Andrew. Kids don't want to brush. They will do brush once a day, that too when parents force them, but they will definitely refuse. Or even if I talk about my own kids, they refuse to brush at night. So why do you think it is important to brush at night time, and how can you make brushing and flossing fun for kids? Dr. Andrew.
Yeah. Like I kind of touched on earlier, it's very important to brush at night before you go to bed because as you're sleeping, you're not drinking any things, you're not like kind of flushing out the bacteria with water. So it's an opportunity for plaque to start growing and causing cavities. So if you brush teeth before you go to bed, you kind of clear up a lot of the plaque on your teeth and makes it less likely that you'll get cavities as you're kind of falling asleep. And to how to make it fun to brush. One thing that I also would recommend if your kids aren't brushed before bedtime is to kind of do it as a family. Kind of do it together. So everyone's all brushing for the full 2 minutes. You can play maybe like a 2 minute song. Then everybody can brush while the 2 minute song is being played, and then for a fact you're brushing for the full 2 minutes. But I think we kind of make brushing kind of a family affair with everyone doing it together. I think kids are more inclined to want to do it.
Do we have some songs that we can play like that we know we can write in the chat box for the for our families who is asking, or do we have some particular songs?
Yeah, I think there is one song which is like Brush My Teeth by Rafi. I've heard that's very a famous song for kids. And I think there are some apps also available if the parents can download, like some Brush DJ or Disney Magic Timer. These are some apps that they can play while their kids are brushing. Yeah.
Okay, I'm having a lot of questions here in the chat box. And one question, the family wants to know, why is fluoride important and how can my child get enough fluoride? Dr. Andrew,
The fluoride is
why
very
is
important. Yeah, so fluoride is very important because fluoride strengthens the enamel on the teeth. And the enamel is the outer coating of the tooth that kind of protects the inside of the tooth from cavities. And so, fluoride, if we don't have any fluoride, then kids are more prone to having cavities. And we can get fluoride in a variety of ways. The two main ways we get fluoride is through water fluoridation. Some everywhere in the world is different with water fluoridation, but in the United States, especially in Boston, most communities are water fluoridated to around zero point 0.7 parts per million. So, I mean, that's probably the main source of fluoridation for kids. But again, also toothpaste have fluoride as well. Not the young for little kids under 2 years old, but mostly adult toothpaste do have fluoride in it. to I think more than 500 parts per million. I think 1,000 parts
Oh,
per million to 1,200 on average. That those are two main ways you get fluoride. And like I said, it was very important to keeping the teeth protected, and to strengthen the enamel.
thank you. And Dr. Nidhi already mentioned in different age groups, we should use different toothpaste. Awesome. Thank you so much. Another question parents usually ask when we need to worry that the child might have dental problem before they hit to the dental cavities, when they should worry that they may have dental problems or dental issues.
I mean, I think the big thing is, if your child is drinking a lot of sugary beverages, eating a lot of candy, before they go to the dentist, I mean, that's something that I would kind of be concerned about, before going to the dentist. Another thing also I would kind of be on top of is thumb sucking. Thumb sucking kind of protrudes all the teeth forward. It can create crowding in the future. It can be destructive to how their teeth are developing, as they go through, the primary teeth, and then becoming the permanent teeth. Um, and I'll also be on top of mouth breathing. If a child is breathing through their mouth a lot, when they're young,
Mm,
some people believe that mouth breathing can lead to grinding and a habit of grinding their teeth, which is also very destructive long term, especially if it's happening to children. So, if your children are doing this stuff, I'd kind of definitely follow up with the dentist, and take the child in and make sure that everything is kind of being started on the right foot.
Um,
okay, thank you so much. That's really helpful.
Dr. Sweta, I want to add a point here. I have noticed that there is a myth in parents, like a myth about these milk teeth or deciduous teeth, that they are going to shed off and new teeth will be coming. So sometimes
Yeah.
parents think that, oh, then why we need to go to dentists for those teeth? They are all already shedding.
Yeah.
But I would like to say that milk tea, they are very important. Please don't ignore them. Please, if there is any cavity, please go to dentist, because milk tea, they guide the pathway for the permanent teeth. And they also guide the jaw movement and the cheek muscles movement. So I will say that it's very important to treat the milk teeth always. So like the front teeth, they start shedding from 6 to 8 years, and the molars which are there, they start shedding from 6 years to like 12, 11 years. So there is a time like that milk teeth, they are still in your mouth functioning. So if they get decayed, the kid won't be able to chew properly, and it will affect the upcoming permanent teeth as well, because if there is infection in the milk teeth, it may pass to the permanent teeth as well. So I will say it's very important to address the issues with milk teeth as well. Thank
Mm.
you.
Sure. Thank you so
That's a
much.
very
That's
good
really
point,
helpful.
Nadine. I agree completely.
Yeah,
I,
thank
I
you,
hear that
Andrew.
question a lot from my patients too, is, why should we, what's the point of restoring a primary tooth? It's just going to
Yeah.
exfoliate in the next year.
Yeah.
And, the big thing is it creates to maintain the space between, the teeth, so the permanent teeth can come in and there won't be any crowding issues. And, when
Mm-hmm.
there's crowding, it's hard to brush, it's hard to floss, it's a lot of nooks and crannies for plaque to just kind of sit there. It's a lot easier to clean teeth with no appropriate spacing between them that are aligned correctly than teeth that are crowded.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, Andrew. I totally
Yeah.
agree.
And also,
Thank you
Dr.
so
Shweta,
much.
I had a question for you. I saw on your social media that you're talking about a game, like a backspell game. I was wondering, what's that about, and if we can maybe play a couple of rounds.
Sure. Yeah. We had a big competition in India where our team in India has organized this, and we have invited, or like a lot of people registered, like a lot of kids, more than over 50 to 60 kids were there. And in that, we did the back spell competition. Like if you ask how you spell dentist, it is Dentist. So we tell them spell dentist in a backward way, Sitned. So the purpose behind this competition is to do non-pattern, non-routine activity. Like we always encourage our kids as well to brush teeth or do things from non-dominant hand. We use right hand most of the time. So we tell them to use your left hand so that both sides of brain work, because each side of brain have different functions. So that's the purpose of this competition, to help this activity to so that more your neural cells generate more, and it will improve the already deactivated neurons. So this competition or this mental exercise will help improve your neural connections, make stronger and stronger. So I'm so glad you talked about it and you saw our competition. We will be sending or sharing the videos soon about it. But yeah, that was a big competition that our India team has did, and it was a huge success for us. So thank you
Wow.
for asking. I have two more questions and then we're going to wrap it up. So, Dr. Nidhi, you have a wonderful experience practicing in India and here as well. I would like to know how dental health impacts your mental health and vice versa. Give some
Oh,
examples.
oh yeah, Dr. Shweta, that's very important question because dental health impacts the overall health, and overall health, like the mental health, impacts the dental health. So it goes both way, and there is a strong relation between both. So the dental health, it affects in various ways. Like for example, I will say that if a kid has a visible tooth decay, like the tooth is like black or something is going on, it's half broken or is there something, so that the kid might become self-aware, and this might affect his personality. This might affect us how he the social interaction, like how he talks. He will be hiding his face, and he might be get bullied in the school, and all this will have effect on his mental health. He won't be able to focus and concentrate on his studies, so that can let down the academic performance as well. So I mean, and if he's in like chronic pain due to some teeth condition, the kid might not be able to attend the school, and yeah, he won't be able to study and have good grades. So I will say that yes, dental health definitely affects mental health. Apart from that, if you have dental issues, like mental issues, I will say first, mental issues, like if you are in stress or something is going in your life, you won't be able to take care of your oral hygiene. That's oral hygiene, and taking care of your health becomes secondary thing. So in that cases, you might develop some diseases in mouth. One which is called lichen planus, which is a kind of disease in which ulcers start coming in your mouth. So you might have ulcers in your mouth, or you might develop like a burning mouth syndrome or dry mouth. Like you will feel that less saliva is coming into your mouth. It's less wet. It's more dry, which is called xerostomia in dental term. And your hormonal imbalance will get disturbed for sure. Your body immunity will low down, which can also affect your, like you will be more prone to caries risk in your teeth. So yes, for sure. In this way, the mental affect your dental. So I will say, like, if people are in stress, I've seen we have some patients who have TMJ problem when they are in stress. So let me explain you what is this TMJ joint. It is called temporomandibular joint. So this is this joint, the joint which connects your lower jawbone with the skull bone. So this joint, it helps you in speaking, chewing. It has like it's slide over each other when you open your mouth, close your mouth. In eating, it helps you a lot. So in stress, you might have some disorder of TMJ. You might start having pain here. So I will say, yeah, a lot of things can happen because of stress. There are many researches going on, and I have read in one of the article that the dental problems can also cause dementia and impairment in cognitive skills. So it's very important to keep your oral hygiene good, your gums clean, your teeth clean. So let's come to like how can we improve our mental health. So we can do some mindful activities like your Bacha Panti. They help the kids to do the mindfulness programs and everything, so that in that way the kid may be more aware of keeping their body like more hygiene, and they can have more attention on that part of. Then I can say that meditation, it helps a lot. As you say, you will be stress free. for sure. And you can focus and concentrate more on your studies and have good dental health, of course. And like deep breathing exercise, they will help you to cope up with dental visits, like when your kid is going to the dental clinic, so they will remain calm if they know how to calm themselves in any panic situation, so deep breathing and all this can help you with that. So in this way I can say that yes, dental and mental health, they are strongly correlated to each other, and they are very crucial, and it's very crucial to keep both of them like uh, hand to hand, so that we have a good health, good over being, and good social interaction. Our kids can develop themselves. They will be more confident speaking to people, and
Yeah.
then concentrate more on their studies.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your valuable insights. The last message or tip that you want to give it to our families who is watching us. And there is one more question from Deepak Singla. Is there one second? Oh, okay. What was that? Okay. How about you give us the last my teeth are not uniform. So one family is asking, my kids' teeth are not uniform. So can you please guide us how to clean it? Again, that will come with the flossing. Dr. Nidhi, one family is asking, my kiddos' teeth are not uniform. So can you tell how to clean? Please speak in Indian language. Dr. Nidhi Ocha.
यस सो अगर आपके बच्चे के दांत यूनिफॉर्म नहीं है, इसका मतलब वहां पे क्राउडिंग है, दांत टेढ़े मेढ़े हो रहे हैं, तो हमें दांत साफ करने में प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है। मैं जानना चाहूंगी, व्हाट्स द एज ऑफ योर किड? आपके बच्चे की एज क्या है? कैन आई नो दैट?
9-year-old.
ओके, 9 ईयर ओल्ड। तो 9 ईयर ओल्ड में क्योंकि ये थोड़ा मिक्स डेंटिशन पीरियड होता है और क्राउडिंग भी होती है, दांत दांत आड़े टेढ़े आ रहे हैं, एक दूसरे के ऊपर आ रहे हैं, तो विच इज ओके इन दिस एज। धीरे धीरे जब दूध वाले दांत सारे गिरने लगेंगे और स्पेस बनने लगेगा, तो नए दांत अच्छी तरह से अपने जगह पे सेट होंगे। फिर भी मैं इंसिस्ट करूंगी आपको, अगर आप अभी तक डेंटिस्ट के पास नहीं गए हैं, तो एक बार प्लीज डेंटिस्ट के पास जाके चेकअप कराएं। जैसे कि डॉक्टर एंड्रू ने हमें बताया कि कोई भी अगर दांतों का डिले इरप्शन हो रहा है, लाइक कोई दांत अगर आ नहीं रहा है परमानेंट जिस एज में आना चाहिए, या अगर दूध के दांत जो हैं वो गिर नहीं रहे हैं जिस एज में गिरना चाहिए, तो ये सब हमें पता चल सकता है अगर आप एक बार डेंटिस्ट के पास जाके दिखाएं। तो हम उस चीज को पहले से प्रिवेंट कर सकते हैं। लाइक अगर कई बच्चों में ऐसा होता है कि स्पेस की कमी होती है और दांत एक दूसरे के ऊपर आ रहे हैं और फिर बाद में उन्हें ब्रेसेस की जरूरत पड़ती है, पर हम उसे अभी अगर स्पेस मेंटेन करें या कुछ अभी हम कर सकते हैं, जिससे आगे जाके उन्हें ब्रेसेस के बिना ही उनके दांत अच्छी तरह से अलाइन होंगे, और दांत सही अलाइन रहेंगे तभी क्लीनिंग भी अच्छी तरह से होगी। तो आप एक बार डेंटिस्ट के पास जाएं और इस चीज का कंसल्ट करें, आई विल से। और क्लीनिंग के लिए आई विल से फ्लॉसिंग बहुत जरूरी है। अगर दांत टेढ़े में हैं तो दांतों के बीच में थ्रेड तो चला जाएगा, तो आई विल से कि प्लीज उस फ्लॉस थ्रेड से दांत को क्लीन करें। और बच्चा 9 इयर्स का है तो पहले आप उसे करके दिखाएं अपने दांतों पे या बच्चे के दांत पे, जिससे उसको समझ आएगा हाउ टू फ्लॉस, या फिर आप उसे एक मॉडल पे दिखा सकते हैं किस तरह से फ्लॉस करना है। सो आई विल से फ्लॉसिंग बहुत हेल्प करेगा, पर एक बार डेंटिस्ट के पास जाके दिखाएं, जिससे हम कुछ भी आगे लाइक ब्रेसेस की जरूरत नहीं पड़े, हम अभी से उसे क्योर करें जिससे सारे टीथ अच्छी तरह से अलाइन हो। तो फ्लॉसिंग एंड ब्रशिंग 2 टाइम इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। That what we can do, that's in our hands. So that I will say. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your valuable insights. That is really, really helpful. We are getting these questions for a long time, and today we got the opportunity to meet both of you. So thank you so much for your valuable time, and I wish you all the best for your dental practice, and I look forward to see you in near future. Have a happy Sunday. Thank you so much, Dr. Andrew and Dr. Nidhi Ocha.
Thank you,
Thank you
Dr.
so much,
Shalita. Thank you
Dr.
for having me
Shilpa.
on board.